Thank you. Okay.
Hi. Hi.
Hello,
Welcome into
guys.
another week of this tournament. I am Kaneko, this is Angel, and we're the commentators for today. Are you excited for the matchup for today?
I am so excited. Are you guys excited? I hope so. Ooh.
Well, we having Team Rebel versus Team Heaven. Both of them have a win already. 2-0 the previous teams they were against, which means they're very, very strong. So we're having two strong
Mhm.
teams going against each other. This should be pretty even, don't you think?
It should be. It should be. I'm actually looking very forward to this matchup. Two good teams. This is gonna be very exciting.
Yes, sir. We're heading off to Chinatown this round one, first half, and we having survivors some Team Rebel surviving first, and we have the Hunter from Team Heaven. I think it's K. So it should be either. I'm looking right now at the roster. It should be either a peddler,
Hmm.
maybe an undead, something like that. You think it's gonna be a
Hmm.
Percy in
Oh,
Chinatown or
Round
something?
one, Percy in Chinatown. I mean, it is a good map for him, but are we gonna risk it for the first round? We're gonna be cheeky. Maybe. I also see the survivors. Maybe some of you guys already know them. We have Justice, Melloweye, Mr. Poker, and Sapphire. Very good survivors, very known. Um, the hunter might have a bad time, so maybe they won't go Percy, just to be safe. Go a Meta Hunter, one of the big four.
We saw that last week, so I was like, we saw Percy last week in Chinatown, and it was really surprising to see that. We don't see it every day, so maybe one of these hunters will pull up with a Percy, or not. Let's see. But there's also Goatman. There's also Goatman in this
There
roster.
is also Goodman, yes. It
Yeah, there's
is
like
a very
also
good map for him.
mhm, pretty,
Mm,
pretty good.
it's pretty good. But people also tend to forget we also have a breaking wheel. I don't know if the hunter plays breaking wheel. Do you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I think is it this one that plays Breaking Wheel? I'm actually not sure because the opposite teams are this one.
Mm. But if they do, then this is a great place to bring out the breaking wheel since this is his strongest map.
Yes, it's one of the strongest map indeed. Like things like Ever Slipping and Chinatown are his most viable ones for a Breaking Whale.
Oh
Moonlight is also
yes.
a tier, but you kind of sometimes need to confine space for some of the windows there, or just need to be reliant on the chase.
Hmm.
Like,
But he almost never needs confined space on this map. But yeah, we're waiting for the hunter to join and see how it goes.
get just on the carousel, he cannot spike you anymore. He has to get out of the wheel.
Okay. Um, our dear Koneko has some issues. Are you back?
I'm back. My mic completely cut off. I'm sorry. Where it actually cut off at? Where did it cut off?
We caught off on breaking wheel bringing confined space, and I said that he
Oh,
normally doesn't have to bring it on this map since this is his strongest map. What do you think?
oh no, no, this map it doesn't is not needed. I was talking about Moonlit because of some areas in there can be very annoying.
Oh,
And I was
oh
also
yeah,
talking
that's
about the
true.
carousel interaction. It's not kinda rough for him because he has to get out of wheel form, try and hit you off the carousel, and if he gets out of wheel form and he
Hmm.
gets back on the wheel form again, he can get back on the carousel. I was talking about that stuff, but I guess it just cut off completely and my
It
train of
just cut
thought.
off completely. But hey,
Yeah.
you're back. At least you
Sad.
told her viewers. So thank you so much
That's
for that.
sad.
Oh, it
That's sad.
happens. It happens.
Yeah, my mic completely cut off, and I wasn't able to hear anything either. Like for some reason, like my PC just went poof, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
what happened? What's happening? What's happening? We
for a
cannot hear
second,
anything."
no, for
Yeah,
a second I thought it was me, and I was like, oh no, is this
no, no,
happening?
no.
But
It was me. It was me. My PC
no,
just
okay.
decided to not work anymore. Like
I
it just decided to give up on on me.
Oh no,
Couldn't use
not
me.
now, Kunako PC, not now. We still need you.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we
okay.
still coming here
We're
for this match.
looks like we're starting.
Starting with the picks and then.
saw the horrid nerf they did to. We will talk about that in a second. But the survivors have
Was
picked Enchantress and Lanternist. We're looking at the third ban now from the Hunter.
Interest probably
Maybe a
going to be the
rescuer?
main caster,
Mm-hmm.
and Zoe is going to be like the main support for decoding, just kiting too overall, and probably banning.
We have
Yeah,
a
banning a
puppeteer.
Sylvester. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
banning a Sylvester.
Yeah,
Not
he's
not
Puppeteer is one of the best subsidy rescues ever. I also talked about it with another team. Very strong, almost like usable on every single hunter. But the
yes.
survivors did use a chance to pick their first officer, one of the best rescuers you can actually play on IDD since he doesn't actually have a decoding debuff. Fun fact.
He does have, but it's only when you don't use when you use the watches, it stops
Yeah.
having that debuff. Yeah, he does use the watches. You need to trigger like you actually need to use your tunings, and then you have
Mhm.
a lesser debuff until it becomes nothing. That's
That
pretty
is true.
much
That
it.
is true. That is true. You're totally
Yeah.
right. But the hunter has banned magician, and that made the survivors pick novelist as their fourth survivor. Remember that in this tournament we don't have four global bans, but only the first three, which means that novelist is still usable in the next two matches.
Yep, they can still select the novice further on if they desire. He's a really good kiter, really good rescuer too. If you want to bring Tide Turner with usually a Sui build, I usually see a Sui build with Tide Turner.
Hmm.
In this new comp, he might be the one bringing Tide, or it might be the Lanternist. You'll see
Hmm.
who they want to send to the rescue. Like both of them are viable to be sub rescuers in this team comp, or they didn't want this
They are.
second Tide even. Mhm. So
Well, I do see him with Fly Tide below his
yeah, the build
persona
is Fly
written.
Tide. So yeah, that's definitely the sub rescuer. He's actually the
So
sub rescuer then.
yeah, I do think
Mhm.
you're right on that. So so
Yeah.
much for that. I also can see it from the stream. We don't have the layout today, so you guys all also can see what their build name is. So I hope none of the servers have anything funny written there.
Oh, and some of them sometimes have a really freaky build name. It's not really
Freaky.
valuable to show on the stream, but it's funny. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah.
Who doesn't name their build like that?
Oh, but this isn't funny. We have Qist in Chinatown in round one. This is gonna be very hard for them, but we
Yeah,
do have
they're
counters
gonna
against
be.
him.
They have to be careful with the cipher layout. Of course, they have to
Hmm.
blend up the ciphers and make sure they don't get cipher locked.
That's true. That's true. Especially on this map, it's gonna be very
Yeah.
hard since usually you trick the queues by vaulting over a window, but guess what? The windows break here. So you have to be very
Oh
careful of
yeah.
that.
There is a limit of times you can vault the window over and over again. And of course, also the issue with the cipher lock position is like usually you have three ciphers spawning on the same side. You need to
Mhm.
prioritize decoding at least one or two of them at the beginning of the game and having a survivor kite on the other side or something like that. It's kind of hard to get cipher lock in this map. It's really hard.
It is very much hard. I also do see that they're doing the L spawn. Very smart. Let's see if they're
Oh,
locking that. Yes, they did. And the hunter. Oh no, never mind. They
there's
are spawning. Oh, they
there's
okay.
a
They
chance.
did go to that.
They're going to
Um,
isolation spawn the novelist. He's getting isolated spawn.
he's getting isolated, but I think they don't want the novice to be the first chase since
Yeah.
he's spawning
I mean, yeah.
upstairs.
Since he
Hmm.
has a Tide Turner, they definitely don't want him to get kites. And also looking at
Exactly.
this build, we have Flywood BT on the Lanterness, we have Full Kite on the Enchantress, we have BT Tide on the First Officer, and we have Flywood Tide on the Novelist, which is the second rescuer. You don't want him to get chased. But with this QS spawn, do you think he's gonna get chased? He might be.
He might actually just try and go for the novelist, but is he gonna risk that? He can also just go to middle, force out a watch, and also abnormal decipher while doing so. Going straight for maybe Justice, Enchantress, or the Lanterness. I don't know. We'll have
And
to
this
see. I
team
really don't know in this situation.
looking at this team comp and looking at the spawns, I think Lantern is the best chase target. Of course, you can
Mm-hmm.
go through middle, try to lock the middle cipher, just putting some lines so it gets abnormal later on. And I think Enchantress is kind of hard to chase for a Qist. She's kind of, I mean, so many stuns you can get her, so many stuns, since his first presence kind of weak. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
would say, so the weakest part of his game play. I mean, he's just an useless hunter. You can tell because he's an useless hunter. Her presence is not really
Mm-hmm.
easy for him. Sometimes she relies on
Yep.
that blink to get the first hit.
I
So
mean,
might not
he
be the
is.
best idea.
You're right on that. He's a very fast hunter, and Enchantress kind of makes it also difficult. Also has is very weak at the start. He probably did
Yes,
bring Inso detention as
yes.
every QS does, so one hit is enough to get his first presence. So
Exactly.
let's see who he's going
And,
after. And he is making
mhm.
his way middle towards the first officer. Is he gonna make a... No, he's actually going straight for the Enchantress, not even trying to push a
Not
watch
so. Yeah,
out.
just wait for the
Interesting.
Enchantress. Very interesting. You would think you
Oh,
go after the Wilderness from this
mm,
opposition. You're just trying to bait the Enchantress to decode, I think. Right now, it's going back and forth.
hmm.
And she kind of fell for it because she did approach the cipher for a little bit.
Yes, we
You see
do
that
see the
beast
Enchantress here.
right now on the window, and he doesn't find
Oh,
her? That's really
no, I think
surprising. That
he did see her, but he's just changing tactics. He's going straight for the first officer, trying to pop a watch, and he did pop a watch here. He got hit!
Ooh.
He still got hit. That is very bad. Very, very unfortunate. And he's going to straight towards the novelist. He's going to the second person with the
Instant.
tide. This is very bad. This
He
is
got the
wasting a
instant
lot of
hit
decoding
already.
progress.
He got the
Yes.
instant hit already, and the watch was completed to waste. Was a wasted
Blink is
item for the police officer, and he's injured. So they
that
have to be very
too.
careful with, and they need to heal him. The Enchantress is doing that
Mhm.
already. It's good to heal with the Enchantress so she
Mm,
gets an extra stack afterwards when he goes to
mm.
rescue. And
The
he
novelist
did miss
also
the
missed the
fireball
fire.
over here. Yeah,
Yes.
he did
Very
miss the
unfortunate. The
fireball.
blink is also ready.
Might get blink here. He might get blink. He's getting blinked, of
Yep.
course. That's right out. And there's a wall cipher missing. This was a first officer because he's not really able to decode.
Oh, I see that the stream is very laggy. I will let the host know. Thank you guys for letting us know. I will let them know
Okie
right
dokie.
now. I will
We
let
will let.
Konoko take over for a while, right here.
Okie dokie. And so there we go. We see the first officer going for the rescue right now, and the is just swinging a little bit. He's not using the watch, so he should be able to get this hit through. Yeah, just getting an injury on the first officer. Probably gonna just tunnel out novelist. Not getting first officer here. Yeah, not getting first officer here. He does have a book, so he might be able to rebound a little. I would usually use that book to get the pallet stone on that pallet, but he didn't really get much distance from just using the book over there. And he does get yoinked by the cue ball, which means he goes down with a tie turner. It was during tie turner time, so it was not really any rebound. And he's locking the cipher from the lanternist in the meantime. And heading off the chair, there's no basement here, of course, so it doesn't really can benefit from that. And I think they're gonna send in the lanternist, maybe. She's the one this closest by. She's hiding a little. She does have those freeze frames to try and get this rescue easily. And she's using them, yeah, indeed, using them to get to the rescue. And his brother probably tried to lock a different cipher, I imagine. He doesn't have many connection points right now, so he might just save them up for the chase later on.
We'll see. We'll
Now,
see.
just trying
We did let the host know, and they're trying to fix the stream. So just a little information. The novelist
unfortunately,
does get hit. Oh, very
Unfortunately,
unfortunate.
Spawn doesn't really get the rebound he wanted. I mean, the fight was almost, it was not almost up. It was only 14 seconds left, but it was
Mm.
not enough. He did need that body block to get the file up again and try to rebound a little bit, but unfortunately, it was not enough. And they're healing right now with the first officer. They might be able to. They're not able to get this heal off. Unfortunately, he was at 75 too. And let's see, this mind game, nice mind game. Well, actually, the Bitches wins it in the end. And the first officer is able to loop over here. No, not able to loop over here. No, the queue is
Still
way
gets
too
it.
fast. Yeah, way too fast. The queue is way too fast. He does have a watch left, so it might be used to
Ooh.
the rebound.
Basement is also there, but is he getting chair to Mason? He is. He's actually
Yeah.
getting basement chair. This is very bad, as the only person with the other tie has died. So
I
looks like Enchantress is going for the rescue, but they're still missing two full ciphers. This isn't looking
I
good
thought
at
it
all from the survivor's side.
over here. Like I thought the Intruders was actually just staring through the wall. I thought she was able to stun over there. Maybe the elevation was not did not really allow her to. I thought it was a
Mm,
thing, but unfortunately was not able to. And I think it
love
was
it.
delaying the inevitable too because he was getting basement anyway.
Yes, but Enchantress did get a 3 stack from getting the percentage. Yeah, he does. She does 3 stack here and goes into the basement safely. Rescues before half. I don't think he's gonna able to get that hit. Yes, his blink is ready, so the servers have to be careful.
Oh, the
Misses the body block.
farm.
She has to go back out. She doesn't even
Such a
have
bad
a single
position for the
stun.
survivors.
Her
Like they
final
missed
is ready.
chasing the
Oh,
time.
she
They
does
does
get
get joined too.
killed.
Gonna be in a no attack
Jump
recovery hit
hit!
in the
Misses the
basement.
final and
The
gets
blazing
blinked! Oh no! Is this even gonna
He's
be a
so
women escape? They do need just one escape. Any kind of escape is liable. I mean, this is the first round. The dungeon does seem to be right there behind the basement. But does the
I
hunter know
mean,
that
it's gonna
too?
be really hard to get this dungeon. I mean, there's so many ciphers left, and the Qs can just slow this enchantress if he really desires to.
Looks like he is gonna try and chair her, but might just drop her right here. Yeah, she does see the lanterness. Lantern seems to still want to rescue. Should she though? This is very risky. She's not gonna
Yeah, I
get
don't think
that.
we
She is
should
not gonna get
rescue.
that.
Waiting for the rescue
Yeah,
is a bad decision over here. Just trying to get the one out is a better option. I mean, this is a basement QS, and he's not really able to rebound from there. He's a tight turning character. He does have a watch, but it's not really usable.
she does seem to have found the dungeon, but so does the hunter with her. She
I
might.
mean, this
Yeah,
dungeon might
gets
be. Oh,
another
messy
miss flywheel. What is going on here? Three miss
I
flywheels
love
in
it.
one game. He's going
Yeah,
back
there's
for the enchantress who just used self heal and try and get her done. This might just be a slugging game, but he goes the wrong way. He doesn't see where the enchantress is. He's gonna just cube her right back until he gets tinnitus.
He's just scouting the ciphers over here and trying to see where the survivors are. Gonna find each other real soon in hotel. And he does run out of He does have one contact point actually. He does have one contact point and it has a cue ball, so he might be able to down her with a cue ball soon enough. He might be trying to do, yeah, just place the. Okay, never mind. The sun was not enough for her to get the window. It was not really needed to use the cue ball to down her. Fertility is not able to get the window. And it's going to slug her. She doesn't have self heal, so it should be a 4K for this hunter. I don't see any place they get a one out.
I agree. I agree. This is a very hard situation for the survivors. I mean, if she can kite until the enchantress dies from bleeding out, unfortunately,
Yeah, overhit.
spoke too
Overhit.
early. Spoke too early. This is a 4K from the
Team
hunter.
Heaven's Hunter. Yeah, Team's Heaven's
Yes.
Hunter. Very nice for a kid to start things off. Really good gameplay too from this QS. I think the basement or just I think the main mistake was the first officer using the watch early on and not getting any profits from it. Just wasting not
Yes.
really it was a waste of an item indeed because he got hit immediately. I mean, he was using the
He
item.
did.
He was hitbox so big it just hit him through the watch. Just no issues. And
We
unfortunately,
are
mm-hmm.
just to cut you off real quick, Koneko. We are resetting the live stream real quick. I think since it's
Okay.
going one frame per second, 1 frame,
Yes,
sorry,
we
per
having the same
second.
issue as
So
last week. God, let's hope it
or
fixes. Let's hope it fixes.
yeah,
Yeah.
our amazing streamer Tide Paws, amazing name, is fixing it right now.
Are we still like talking or
I do
what's
still
happening?
see the. I think the
Okay,
stream is still going.
just give me
I'm
context. I have to still like yeah talk about the matchup. Like, can I just like keep going, or do I have to stop and wait for it to fix?
and
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
then.
So I think the main mistake from the service was definitely taking that first hit on the first officer. It was not really profitable to use a
Mhm.
watch over there and getting a hit right through. And also they had to waste time to heal. And there was a wall cipher behind. There were a wall cipher behind. As you were seeing, like there was a
Yes.
wall cipher behind. Half too. There's only a cipher at 49%, another one is at 70%, which was a lanterness. She wasn't really affected by anything near the normals, near the having to heal the first officer. She was decoding. She was the only one decoding without any issues. And Noah suddenly got chased too. I don't think he was expecting that because he even missed the flywheel. He got blinked afterwards. It was not really the best for him. Like he wasn't not really in a position he desired to. He didn't really rotate from his QS nor anything like that. And he didn't use a book either, like in the first kite. He only used a book afterwards just to try and rebound with the tight turn, but it was unfortunate. He really wasn't really
Yeah.
able to do that. And I think he was okay.
Yes, it was okay. It was a good kite, but unfortunately, almost everyone in that match missed their flywheel.
Like
It could
issues.
have.
They had to actually go heal the first officer, and
Kodak, I think you're cutting off again. This is a really interesting stream. Are you back, Koneko?
okay, I'm switching devices. I'm tired of where they cut off.
Don't worry, take your time. I will talk to our dear viewers about some new information about the stream that we had with IDV. Yeah, just take
Hold
your
up.
time.
Wait, where was actually at? So where did it cut off? Like where did my train of thought get cut off? Like actually because I
Y-
was yapping a
you
lot about the.
I got it.
Go ahead.
You cut off when you said that the novelist used his book to rebound kite.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, I do not know why the stream is like this and I saw my mic like this. Whatever. I mean, Is things happen, technical issues happen. It's just part of it, I guess. And also, I was talking about how the novice used the rebound. He tried to use the book to rebound, was not really successful because the tide turner was still on, and he was not able to rebound for the tide turner. And also, I think did a good job. He actually did a good job with the first kite, but of course, he couldn't really rebound. That's the main issue. He couldn't really rebound to make up for the cipher progress lost from resetting the first officer and whatsoever. He wasn't really able to do anything about that, which is very unfortunate. They were missing two ciphers, and the first officer in the basement. They had the basement position with the ciphers remaining. It was pretty much a dead match
Yes.
already. Like from that position, having so much cipher progress lost, just resetting and also not really having any rebounds going on was really just really good for the hunter. They still did a good job on trying to like I have to commend the first kite for sure. Like the first kite forcing out the trait. The fight was unfortunate. The fight was very unfortunate this match actually. And the intern was getting no attack recovery hit in the basement. It's very unfortunate too. And also getting blinked right after. Got to be one of the worst feelings ever. Getting yoinked by the cue ball and then afterwards getting the blink
Oh
out.
yeah.
Got to be very, very bad feeling. And also, what were we saying about the live stream? Like, what do you want to say about the live stream? Just moving on from this, like, as you're waiting
Oh,
for the stream to get fixed and whatsoever.
no worries, no worries. The stream is being fixed right now. We are
Okay.
still in the talking stage right now. I mean, I think our dear host, I mean streamer still needs a little time, but I was gonna say
Okay.
until then we could talk about the match and talk about the new IBV announcements. If you have anything else to say about the match we just had, you can still talk about it. But
I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I said everything already. Like they didn't have like a. It was not an issue with cipher locking position. It was generally just having to reset and having the first officer using an item, such a
mhm.
precious item, really early on, and not really getting any profit from it,
Oh
and having to
yes,
reset and
yes.
whatever. That's really
I
good. They
mean,
had lots of cyber progress. That's pretty much it.
that too, that too.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm stuck on the most right here is sadly all of those survivors missing their flywheels. It's
Yeah.
it is
Mm, it happens to everyone. Yeah, it happens to
it
everyone.
happens.
Yeah, like
Yes, of course,
it's
it
a
happens.
different trait, and also QS has a very, I would say, has a very distinctive swing. It's not as easy to fly a QS swing as a different hunter. Like for example, Mary, I found like Mary Bloody Queen to be the most the easiest hunter to fly well because her swing speed is like very slow. It's slow, it's reactable. Like when you hear her swing, can you actually watch her swing? QS go like it goes behind, it goes front, like he's poking you, so it's hard to fly well. So I
Hmm.
understand it. It's also pretty big too. So trying to calculate the distance you can file in, it's harder. Like personally,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, no, the survivors shouldn't feel bad about that. I mean, if it makes them feel
yeah,
better, I hate Q is flywheel predicting. He is like the most fastest hunters on his feed. His charge attack almost always hits you, and like you
yes,
said, it's always not predictable because his charge attack and his normal attack look so different from each other, and
that
before
is
you even know
true.
it, he already has hit you. So
That is true,
it
indeed.
happens to the best of
It's
us.
one of the hardest hunters to file. Yeah, I agree. It's completely one
Yes.
of the hardest hunters. And also,
But
we're heading
we
up to
are going to
them.
the we are
Okay,
going to this match, yeah. So we have the Heaven Survivors against the
Team Rebels Hunter. Yeah.
Rebels Hunter. Thank you so much. The Rebels Hunter has banned Gravekeeper and Prospector, immediately banning the Rescuer off the start, leaving Priestess and Seer to open. Oh, and Doctor too. Looks like they are
Doctor
snatching the
Open.
chance to pick
That's
a
giving
Doctor.
the doctor a
And
chance to find it.
Enchantress. Ooh, this is a
Oh,
very incredible combo,
this
especially before
combo,
Doctor's
this
nerf, which I'm also
combo,
still gonna come to.
this
So
combo
let's
might be
see.
one of the most annoying ones I have ever seen, but it's really strong because it's so strong. I mean, leaving
Oh,
Doctor
she's so strong.
open for such a round one counter too, and banning all these safe rescuers, banning first officer as well, just
Mhm.
banning safe rescuers. They have to go with something else.
It is a smart ban. It is a smart, and since they still haven't actually picked the rescue, which is very smartly played by the hunter, but it looks like the survivors are gonna pick a sub rescue puppeteer. Yes, the hunter did leave the puppeteer open here, so they are taking the chance to pick the amazing puppeteer right here.
It might be a very campy hunter. Like looking at these bands, I think it might be a very campy hunter. Perceptor is a very
Mhm,
end band, like is a very like a precise end band. Like some bands can deal with
mhm.
him. And I think it's very dealable in this map in specific. I think Persecutor is very good in when like in this map too. There's not as many. You cannot really cut the corner, try to hit him around and so there's a
Yes.
certain for you to go against protectors, and then I have seen it before from pro players doing it. It's very impressive how they can deal with a counter with a character that gets counter. Like it's kind of impressive, but
Oh,
it might be. Oh, picking a
yes, we are
mercenary.
picking a mercenary. I mean, we have a doctor on this team, so the healing isn't gonna be a problem much until the block, unless the doctor is the first chase. But we'll have to say that.
Yes,
I think the puppeteer might also still bring tide right here. You know, since it's the first match, we have then a double tide right here with two very good rescuers.
I
Um,
agree.
um, for the hunter though, who do you think? You said it was gonna be who? The hunter?
I would say it's a very campy hunter. I would say it's a very campy hunter that can deal with more,
Mm-hmm.
can deal with. So probably a chip one is going to be a chip hunter, maybe a
Chip
chip
hunter.
hunter. Yeah, a chip campy hunter, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. I would say
Mm-hmm.
an end
You
hunter, but I don't think. I don't think. I mean, this team comp is not really the best for N.
so your thought is like maybe not a meta hunter. You know, we're not gonna see a non-meta hunter for the first round, maybe.
Yes, or maybe Queen Bee. Like I think Queen Bee is the only one from the meta, like the recent
Um,
meta. Just got that to meta. I know we have seen IVL before. Like IVL was actually streamed earlier on today,
I
and
do not
Queen Bee
think
was
it's an IV.
they were
I
like
don't think it's an
IVL.
IV.
Oh,
Oh,
Ivy.
IVL is what you said. Okay. My bad. You said IVL. Yeah, you're right. I was gonna say it's not IV because of the Gravekeeper band, but you're right about the Queen Bee. It might be actually a Queen Bee if it's not. If it's gonna be a meta hunter, but
Mentioning about what I was
we'll see.
watching earlier, you know, it can be everywhere. Like every single pro
Yeah,
player was playing Queen. So I was like, maybe it's Queen doing this tournament. Like they have seen it, and they're like, oh, Queen Bee's cracked. She's so good. We might have to go Queen Bee because she's
it
so
might
good.
have to. Oh, we are
Oh,
going Hula Baloo. Sadly, not a non-meta. It's still one of the big four. We totally forgot about our dear Hula Baloo. But is it a good pick against a puppeteer?
I mean, Puppeteer, yeah, because you can just try and put him in red, so is not able
Mm-hmm.
to use Lure. It's kind of hard
Mm-hmm.
for him to use when he's in red, and he has to try and predict and try to like use the Lure around the red color. It's harder for the Puppeteer, but also if
Mm-hmm.
Cinco is really strong against Global, I think Merc is also pretty strong against Global. So I don't really
Mm-hmm.
understand the defense. Like, they didn't really lead
But
it to Global.
I'm gonna do a
Mm-hmm.
but right there. If the merc isn't smart enough with his elbow pads, he's easily gonna lose his items with the red area from the hula blue, since that can also cancel his elbow pads. I learned the hard way, sadly. Um, so
Kind
they are
of.
gonna struggle a bit.
And also looking at this build, we have BT Tide on the Mercenary, we have BT Tide as well on the Puppeteer, we have Follow BT on the Enchantress, we have
Triple
Tide
tide.
the Doctor. I mean, I've seen Tide Nijik a lot before. I've seen it in rank too, and it's a
I've
strategy from
never
like
seen it with Doctor.
I have seen
Interesting.
yeah, it's like a strategy the CN server has created before because she's just she can heal after the rescue. She doesn't get DD. She can just heal after the rescue and be full health afterwards. And she's pretty good at getting the rescues too with her new buffs, like those juices she has, like those druggy juices he has. And just
Mm-hmm.
if she gets early on, she can still heal herself. It's not a chip hunter. For example, Global is not a chip hunter. She can just try and still heal herself before she gets a rescue. I mean, Global is kind of hard on Doctor. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard on Doctor, or to have that heal off as fast as that, but it's still doable.
Yes, still very much doable. But yeah, we have the triple tide with only one non-bar time. So a very tanky team, to say the least.
Also, I really forgot to ask you, who do you think is gonna get chased in this team comp? Like looking at the spawn, who do you think is gonna get chased?
Is it bad to say that I think he's gonna go for a middle, going to the mercenary maybe? Just like what happened to the first officer?
I would say, I mean, it's doable. And when I was, from my experience, I have played American rank, and I got the hoop like an S batch full of ball after me at some point.
Yeah.
So yes,
Oh, and it looks like he is chasing the mercenary. No, never mind. This is so sad for me that he is chasing the enchantress right here, making his way to the enchantress, and she's going straight into a restaurant. I think she's gonna go up the stairs first and then make her way inside there.
yep, just gonna loop hotel. I mean, should be doable since I mean, not as doable as she had knee jerk, but she still should be able to do it.
She should be
Yeah,
able
just
to do
going
it.
downstairs, going
Hmm.
trying to loop these stairs, and not really putting him in a good position for him to use a clone on her. That means
Yes,
let
he does
time
get
just
the white collar on her. The basement
he has
isn't
this
here, luckily, so she
let's
can
see
loop here around a bit more.
ooh, He actually used it. He used it on time. It's on cooldown
Oh, he
now.
does miss his
Mhm.
second surprise though.
Yeah, it's a miss. It's a miss. I'm not sure if it was the same color, like the same white, or just a complete miss.
Probably the same white. But she does use her other stun right here. She just has her 5 right here. Oh, almost a tear shock. That was very close. Oh my goodness. Very cocky from the enchantress, but it worked out. But she might just get hit right here. Oh, he misses. Do we vault over? We don't vault over. We play it safe.
No
But the
fault
hunter
this
did.
time.
No, we'll vault
Also,
this time, right?
I was looking at the Hobal's build earlier. He does not have he does have attention. He's not a no detention Hobal. He does have warp too and
Mm-hmm.
inso.
Inso, yeah, he just got his inso. He used it to jump over the pallet instead of breaking it. Does get the enchantress down here, but the cipher are almost done. She almost carried 3 ciphers, so that's a very good kite from the enchantress right here. He is going towards the mercenary. He's probably gonna see him right here, yeah, because of the blood trail. Is the mercenary gonna use his elbow pad? Oh, he did use his elbow pad. Like I said, look, he did miss his elbow pad. It got
Stuff can.
cancelled.
He should still be able to
Yes,
get this rescue on. He cannot use his Elpad right now. He might get DD though. I think he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna get DD.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Oh, almost to rescue. These are very risky plays.
I
Very,
mean, he
very
does.
risky.
Well, yeah, the rescue was pretty safe though. It was a pretty safe rescue. Just DD, unfortunate DD. He got found out pretty early on. I don't think he hiding over there with the blue trail still showing was the best decision ever. He did try to hide, but the blue trails was still out. I was trying to mention
Yeah.
that she was able to kite for the mercenaries to get 80%. The cybers mercenary get to 84%.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive too because mercenaries decoding is very very low.
Yes,
Yeah, I was
you're
trying to
right.
say that.
Yes. Don't
One
worry.
second.
She does have a 3 sec right here, so a reborn kite is possible, but he still has his warp ready. So the from the looks of it, yes, the puppeteer is going to the rescue. He also has tied. Are they gonna get the last 3 ciphers done in time though, or is the enchantress gonna die before that? You do
I
rescue the
think
enchantress right here.
I don't think ninjas can kite out that much longer. I mean, they did stop to reset with Doctor in the Merc, which wasted a little bit more time, and she is still on 2 colors left, and you should be able to hit those when the clone gets out of cooldown. The 3 stack colors are being used, but she should be able to get a second stack, I think. Another stack, yeah, just one stack. I think a little bit floated in a Titurno, which is really good. But I still think that she'd be able to just hit the clone right now. Yes, just hitting a good clone right now, and she goes down, and she goes back to the manor. No attack recovery. There's no chance for them to pop the Cypher Cell, only at 60%. He doesn't really have any mobility besides the warp, so he might not really use the warp right now, and save it for the end game.
Probably the smartest choice. I think he knows that this last cipher is almost done. Oh, but he
Never
does actually. Never mind. He does use a warp right here, and the cipher isn't done yet. He did warp right on the last cipher. The
He
mercenary is
just
starting another cipher just to be safe.
He's
Gets
just
the
trying
puppet off.
to curse this puppeteer off the Lewis and gets
Oh,
steered.
he does get her shocked. Very unfortunate. He did vault over. The hunter did get the tear shock off on the puppeteer, the one that he couldn't get off on the enchantress. So you still see a tear shock this game. He's going straight for the doctor. No, he's looking the other way. He does not see the mercenary going from the other side. Is
They're opening
mercenary
a
gonna get this rescue?
they're opening a different cipher, and the mercenaries trying to do a backdoor rescue. We're going to be before half. I don't see really a reason to not rescue him before half. Since the puppeteer just have 2 Lewises after the rescue, even though he's injured. Let's see if he gets in red and he's not able to use it. Yeah, he actually he does get some, but he
Use
uses the
it.
lowest preemptively. Yeah, he uses the
Very
lowest
smart.
preemptively,
Very smart.
which is like I completely forgot. Like I wanted to tell you like earlier on, like when he got tear shocked, well he wanted to try and like maybe use a Lewis, but he was on red. He got tear shock on the red color. He was not even able to use Lewis. Just
He
either
did
you
not get to use Lewis. But amazing battle buff from the mercenary right here. The cipher is primed and the puppeteer is making his way away. Since he does have bar time, they could just pop right here and he does not get pick up the puppeteer in time. The puppeteer does pop it, but it did not tank the detention hit since he was already half health. They're opening the gate. I see the doctor not with the mercenary at the gate. She might just go for a backdoor rescue. The gate is open now. The hunter is going after the mercenary. Does he see the gate open? He does. And he warps on the mercenary. Is this a good idea from the hunter? I think the doctor might get this rescue. Dude does get a pallet stun, which is gonna waste more time, and he goes out the gate. She did get the rescue off. Her tie, the doctor with the tie, she got the rescue. Is this gonna be a 3-man? Is this enough time for the survivors to be able to get out? We'll have to see. He's trying to body block. He's trying to block his way. And it's a 3-man. The doctor with the tide worked out. Oh my goodness. Is this the new meta that we're at? Is this the reason why they nerfed Doctor? Well done from both teams. I see the stream is lagging again. We might have to cut it off for today.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. My mic died a little bit again. I did not adjust the mic before the stream. There's like something I have to apologize and not adjust my mic before the stream. So some technical issues are happening.
Don't worry about it. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
We just we got called in like to commentate like a last minute. I was not supposed to commentate here today either. So
Me
like
either, guys. I'm also just a last minute commentator,
I did
but
not
I don't
adjust.
think that's the problem right here. The stream is bugging out again.
Oh, that's the reason why I was a little bit quiet at the end because my mic was not working
Your
again.
mic wasn't working either. I think
It was
you
not
and the stream are having a bad time.
yeah,
But in case you didn't see,
very
um,
unfortunate.
wait, let me just see what the streamer is saying.
Hmm. I mean, with nice escape from this team, I mean, looking at the match results, they had a 4K. The Honda had the 4K, and Savage had a 3 escape. So that's a
Yes,
very
it was a
big
3
point
escape.
on the team level. Yeah,
I
it's a
don't know
very
if you heard me, but I was screaming about the Thai doctor at the end. It worked out, Koneko. It worked out. So you're right. It is
yeah.
the new meta.
It is indeed. It's a pretty good strategy now bringing Titurn and a Doctor. Bringing a Sui build with Titurn. I have seen it a lot in the CN server. So I guess people are also bringing that to the NU server. And I have seen it in rank too, so they're actually indeed bringing that to the NU server. That's not a novelty, just something I've been doing after she got buffed. Let's see what they'll keep doing after she gets nerfed, though. I don't think it's gonna be viable anymore when she gets nerfed. She does heal slower and slower over the time.
Um,
Which is something I was asking for because she's one of those survivors that can just heal non-stop. Like for example, Barman has 2 usages of like maximum, has like 2 drinks, nothing else more, and Doctor can just heal and heal and heal and heal over and over again. So it's generally just having her with a debuff, healing further on in the match. It might be the best to try and adjust her.
yes, I mean,
Don't
she
you
did get a nerf in the live stream, as they said. Her adjustment, but I see it more as a nerf, is every time she heals, it slows down after each
Yes.
heal.
Yes, exactly. That's
It's,
what I
yeah,
was mentioning
yeah.
right now. I think it's really good. I
It,
think it's only fair. It's fair because like I was mentioning, Barman has 2 usages. Psychology only has the stress, which is limited usage, and Doctor can just heal infinitely at the same speed, infinitely. It's like why not have her heal slower over the time? Like it's a good adjustment. I agree with it. I generally agree with it. Just to try and beat
yes, just trying to beat out the very skilled doctor right here. I will keep talking right now. You do your stuff, Kaneko, but yeah, I mean, I'm very shocked about that. It was crazy to see that. This does put Heaven at a great distance. I mean, they're very much ahead from points. They did run this round, so we will see how the second round goes.
I think they're talking about just having the stream become a video. Like
Yes.
I think yes, it might not be able to. We are not gonna be able to stream this because of the stream quality has not been as good, and we kind of just we didn't really plan out the stream as well as that. So I think you might just having a video afterwards getting released might be for the best for the viewers too. So to really ruin your experience, it might be unfortunate you guys cannot watch it at the same time as it's happening. Like you cannot be watching it in real time, but it's for the best just to keep up the quality. So just having it in a video form, and you guys can watch it later, and just still enjoy the matches nonetheless. I think it's for the best.
Mhm. Yes, it's very unfortunate today. We do have some technical issues, as you guys can see.
Mhm.
We will still record these matchups with or common amazing commentation. Is that how you say it? Um,
The
so
commentary. Yeah.
commentary. Thank you so much. As you guys notice, I am not from any kind of English country.
Yeah,
Germany
don't
right
worry,
here.
me
Hello.
neither.
Oh, you
Me
neither.
neither.
You neither.
No, I'm not an English speaker. I'm not.
oh,
I'm not. Don't
you're
worry.
not. Oh my
No.
God, your English is amazing, Koneko. I did not even notice.
Thank you. I do have an accent though sometimes. It's more noticeable at times than others, but I do have an accent. I do have
Oh,
an accent.
really? Oh, wow, I can barely
Yes.
hear it. um,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, did you see, I mean, I'm still baffled at that. It worked out and the hunter tried his best to body block too, so they don't get out, but they still made it out, Kaneko. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe my eyes.
Yep, the tide turner endgame strategy it still worked. Having a third tide turner completely out of I mean, I don't think even the hunter expected because he never saw the doctor. Like the hobo never saw the doctor.
He did not see the doctor a single time. He didn't even chase the doctor to begin
Yes.
with. I do not think she had a single instance of getting pursued,
Yes.
towards the end at all. I mean, she was like a hidden,
Healer,
like a
yeah.
hidden hidden player.
Decoder
Yeah,
slash healer in the match. Just a support cure, just healer slash decoder, not really doing anything too active, not getting pursued, not getting the rescues off, and just saving that third turn for the very last instance, which showed to be the proof to be like Doctor with Tide is actually doable. You can actually just bring Doctor with Tide, and having the Tide in the end game
yeah.
is very precious too.
And the hunter also not being patient enough. He did use his warp on the mercenary, which also led him with no items to go back to the chair. I mean, it was a grave mistake from the hunter. This could have been a tie, but he did try his best to get as many points as he can for his team.
Yes, very unfortunate that there's a three escape, which means they have Team Heaven has 8 points ahead. They're 8 points ahead, and the Team Rebel only has 1 point. In this round two, they have to try and revert it, or just I think tying this round's not enough to try and get the same results in round three. They have to try and revert it, or just trying to get a round win in this one and getting the round three win as well. I think getting the same results, getting a 4K in a 3 escape is really hard. It's really hard in my opinion. It's like one of the hardest
Hmm
things to achieve. Like maybe the
Oh,
hardest
it
one is actually
is.
getting your 4 escape and getting your 4K. Yeah.
oh no, yo, I totally agree on that. But as it looks like the rebel hunter is going first.
Yes, I think it's gonna be Liberals Hunter against Team Heaven survivors in Every Stepping Town, as we're looking at.
Hmm That is what we're
And we're
looking
starting off with
at.
the pick sequence already. Round one first half, and we have a bunch of already survivors golden. We have our three survivors already, and we're going off with the Seer and Archer Ben. Archer is interesting. I guess it's gonna be a fast-paced hunter, maybe.
Maybe an opera. Oh, we do ban the ivy right here, but with the archer ban, I don't think it's gonna be an ivy. But it's better to be safe
Yes,
than sorry.
I mean exactly. I mean, Ivy is not really the hunter, Ben's archer. Who you had to look at the hunter try and shoot your
archer
laceration. It's
and
like
seer, actual and seer.
exactly. He only has one owl usage. He can only farm any further owls.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But we do pick the first officer right here. Immediately securing the strongest rescuer, one of the strongest rescuer, and we are picking antiquarian as our harasser, as we did notice that the hunter seems to not like any harassers. The hunter might ban a magician or a good kiter right here, maybe a decoder. Oh,
Yes,
mechanic. We do have the mechanic right here.
mechanic
Oh, we
and
do ban the priestess.
priestess. Interesting. I mean, Chinatown is more of the priestess map, but then Eversabine Town is still doable too because she can go through the buildings with her
Mm-hmm.
portals and just
Yes,
cover
that is
yourself
true.
and just
But are
also lead
we?
the swarms to greater areas with her support.
Yes. Oh, we are picking Lucky Guy. Oh, lucky guy
Ooh,
is back in town. Oh, this is a good map for him too, and he might actually be the
there's that.
decoder for this round. But is the hunter still gonna ban mechanic or not? Are we gonna ban? We're gonna make psychologist a healer, a strong healer. Maybe the team
I
is looking
think
forward to pick a healer right here. It is smart. I mean, they do miss. Oh, they do pick the mechanic right here. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the
yes, and
mechanic.
yes. And also, you having the mechanic ban, mechanics out. If they have you have a mechanic main in your team, you usually just pick this really strong rescue, really strong decoder. Really strong decoder can either body block and having 4 hits, or just cypher
Yes.
issue.
And not only that, they also picked Mechanic last, which means, Koreko, Mechanic is still available for
Available
the third match.
for grabs in round 3.
Yeah, round
And
three.
looking at this team comp, they might go for a double bot strategy. Have you ever seen that before with Lucky Guy and
I
Mechanic having
have
both?
seen that. I
Yeah,
have seen that. I
I'm
have
team
seen it
specialist.
with an Annie in the team too, actually, Koneko. It was very bad for the Hunter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And makes the bot too. Crazy. Yeah, she
hmm
does get the bot from her chest and she can throw it to a survivor.
I mean, then we basically have like 6 survivors in the match if we have
Yeah,
double bots. This is gonna be a hard time for the Hunter, but let's see who the Hunter's gonna pick. Is it gonna
ciphers.
be Percy? Is it gonna be Percy?
You see? I mean, the steam comp is doable for Percy. It's pretty doable, actually. It's very, very doable. I mean,
I mean,
Antiquarian is gets completely obliterated by Percy. She can do anything.
true that too, but the Cypher Rush is gonna be a huge problem for the Hunter. So anyone to slow that down, maybe a Hermit. A Hermit is
Hmm.
doable.
Hermit is hard, I would say. I mean, Hermit right now in the meta is really hard to play. Just overall, really hard to play
Feaster,
this course. Ooh, Feaster? Into the Steam comp?
Feaster. This
Feaster, ooh.
is a hard pick for the Hunter. Be with the Hunter's
Those get
cooking,
so
let him
close.
cook.
I mean, Feaster is a easy to cipher rush hunter. You can just sell, if you sell your teammates, the ciphers are gonna zoom. They cannot really do anything just to force you
hmm
to rescue.
Yeah,
It's
and
hard to play this in the Steam comp.
we also have the first officer as a rescuer, so the tentacles also are gonna have a hard time to hit the first officer when he goes to
Yes.
rescue. We also have a lucky guy. We have an antiquarian. I mean, we have a gun. We have an antiquarian. We have a first officer. Is he maybe just gonna go straight for the mechanic at this point, or the lucky guy? I mean, one of the two. Honestly,
It's gonna
but
be really hard. I mean, depending on the spawns, it depends also on the spawns where the PC wants to spawn in. But looking at these builds, we have a full kite mechanic, we have BT tied on the first officer, we have tied knee on the lucky guy, and we have 5 BT on the aquarian. These spawns are very interesting.
very
Okay,
interesting. Oh, we're
okay,
still picking. We're going around. We're not
we're
sure.
going
We're
around.
giving the middle to the mechanic.
Middle
Okay.
mechanic doing this huge mangam on the hunter, or maybe she has a rotation while spawning in middle. I know some people have a very specific rotation in certain maps, so she might be one of those people has a very specific rotation while spawning in middle, and she wants to go with her usual kiting route. You might be one of those things.
Mhm. Yes, I mean, she is gonna go straight for the mechanic, obviously, but I think the mechanic did do a smart play on this because she can go straight upstairs if the lucky guy rotates down to island.
Yes,
I mean, would you rather spawn like would you rather be first kite mechanic in middle or first kite mechanic where first officer is spawning? Like me personally, I do take the middle right
middle.
here. Yeah.
100% middle. I mean, middle favor sipping town is not the worst ever. Like there's worse middles. Middle of
Mm-hmm.
her sibling town is not that hard because if you have knee jerk, you can just try and rotate somewhere else with your knee
Mm-hmm.
jerk speed, which is probably what's gonna happen. Making it gonna probably either drop the bot or use it for body blocks. I think in this situation against Feaster, it's easier to just drop the bot and go a kite to yourself because he's not the one of the hardest hunters to kite overall. I mean, he can get outpaced by knee jerk, just getting knee jerk getting away from him too. Just you either get hit by a tentacle or if he has patroller is a different question. It's a different question, of course. Has patroller is a different
Yeah.
thing. But usually just keeping yourself away from the main body from the feaster because it just has a very long charge attack range. Just keeping yourself away from him with the knee jerk is pretty good already. And she has full kite, so she can just train there, follow the tentacles too.
Mhm. Yeah, he is making his way towards the mechanic, which is obvious. He
And
does
she has a knee jerk
have retention
already.
trump
Yeah.
card.
She already used a knee jerk speed on this pallet over here, and she's not dropping the bot, so imagine it's gonna be a bot body blocking mechanic. She's running
Mm-hmm.
to a feaster though. At all the distance she covered with the knee jerk is not being used.
She did about the windows, so another knee jerk is used, and they're both in cooldown. We are dropping the bot right here, but oh,
The
it
tentacle
misses the bot.
misses. It
That
missed the
was
tentacle
very
too.
lucky. I
The
mean,
tentacle missing.
the tentacle did miss, so you had to normal hit the bot.
Well,
We
breaking
already
this
have
out is very interesting though because it's a very she can try and loop on it again with an eject speed.
yes, but
She
the
does it.
making but the feaster does have more right here. We are
Oh,
using the flywheel, but oh, we
oh,
do
the block
amazing
body block,
body block.
great block body block, amazing. It's actually frame
You
one
know,
after the
and we are
tentacle.
warping right here as warp is already ready.
Oh,
Yeah, we missed the charge attack. That's not gonna reach. But we have to transition out of here because the tentacle is right on the pallet.
playing
Are
some mind
playing
games
Ring
with this
Around the
palette and the
Rosie.
tentacle,
Oh,
and the
that
tentacle
hits the
should hit
mechanic.
her.
That was the
That's
last
the
frame
thing.
hit. I
Like, I did not think that would hit her. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to force
me
it back
neither.
recovery over here, and those go down with that quick recovery, which is for the best. And three servers almost done. Let's see if they will send the first officer to rescue right away, or they will save after half. I don't think they're sending they're sending the first officer right away. They're confident in this rescue, unless he does get cut off, which is a possible thing when the officer's trying to patrol their area around here.
Yes, we might actually just, rescue before half, as we do have two harassers who can harass once the tide is over.
Their start attacks are so scary though because the first officer can get easily hit, and it gets such a safe rescue. No
Take
damage.
no
Then this
hit
rescue.
rescue. This is beautifully played from the first officer. The mechanic is making her way towards Geisha House.
Maybe we
Still
should be able
okay,
to
getting hit
revive.
here. She's going to a
Yeah,
corner as far as she can. The closest person to her is the lucky guy. No,
they
actually,
did
it
not
is
get her
the
guy.
antiquarian.
Maybe to harass, but I think they will send the lucky guy to rescue or just sell her. Because she does not have any items, and I don't think it's easy to keep her alive until the end game. Looking at the cipher progress right now.
Mm. But lucky guy is
Maybe
actually
it's
making his way towards there. But does the hunter see him? Yes, the hunter does. He does have a perfume, but is he gonna be
perfume's
able
not.
to use it? He does use
He
it.
does use it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice perfume. Nice reaction from this lucky guy. He might not
very
be
well
able to get this.
played.
Yeah, he's
He
not
gets
able
the
to get this damage.
rescue.
He's getting by tentacle, and the mechanic should be going down. Oh, never mind. It did
That
not hit
tentacle
her. That's
misses.
impressive. That's impressive. That missed
Yeah, her
actually. Oh,
flywheel is almost up again. In 5 seconds, the mechanic has her flywheel again, which is her only kind of item left, realistically. Is she gonna get it? Is she gonna flywheel in time? We
oh,
flywheel the
nice
hit right
hope.
here and drop the
It's
pallet,
not gonna
but
be enough because of this mind game with the feaster. Yeah, not enough. Gonna be a three-person end game instead. I mean, they did have a three-person end game earlier on, which is against a Hula Bao, and they had Ty Turner at the end game. This time around, they don't have Ty Turner, and also it's not really 100 needs straight colors to hit you. You just 100 can just down you instantly with one send. And using
yeah,
the
we were
warp
right
already
over
here
there.
too. Using a trait in here. It does been noted that he never used a trait until now.
Oh
Warp
no,
was
he
only
did
used
use
by.
the trait. He did use the warp on the mechanic in the first chase.
Oh yeah, he did actually. Yeah, he did. So that's true. That's true.
Yes,
I'm
he
so
does
used to being
have.
controller feature.
No, no,
I'm
no,
so
no.
used to being controller feature. In
Oh,
my
me
basic
too. I'm
game.
actually surprised that he has warp, but still
That's
has
true.
trump card with
That's
him.
true.
It is
My
very
brain is
interesting.
switched back to like, oh, he has patroller. Yeah, he used patroller rate. He used patroller rate.
No. He had warp since the start, so he has warp trump card. So he's got trump card to teleport, I
Teleport. Yeah.
think. Yeah,
I mean,
interesting. I mean,
both of them are mobility based traits. So
yes. I think we are risking after half since the cipher that the Lucky Guy is decoding is only 50%. It's 60% right now, 67%. Funny
yes.
number. We're just waiting it out as much as we can, being patient about it. We have more time on the
Yes.
Antiquarian and the first officer, so um,
The country does not have status, so it's all the time in the world. Also, there's a first officer chair, just you can just play it safe and rescue after half just fine.
yes, we do get the rescue off. We're probably waiting to do a tentacle hit.
Waiting for a tentacle hit, and if he goes down to a tentacle, it might be risky for them. He does have trying to vault his pallet. He doesn't get hit by a tentacle. He has to vault the pallet and get hit by it. Oh,
Okay,
he
we do miss it.
misses!
Oh,
And they
but the
pop.
tentacle does miss, and they still pop it.
He has
But he
a
does make.
dodge though. Yeah, it has a
And
watch.
he
Has a nice
makes it.
one.
He makes it to the pallet. It's all
Mhm.
fine, but I think he's just gonna trump card right here, actually. Yeah, he
Actually,
can
no. I
take that
think he
hit
just has
again.
the first officer. He does have to be careful with this dungeon right here.
He walks
Never mind
right
this
on the lucky
one.
guy.
Where's the lucky guy? He's a half
I
health, but he
mean,
has a gun, and he's
mm,
not afraid to sit it. He does. He has to be careful with this dungeon though. There's no firewall though, so he might be able to stop him from getting dungeon. Let's see. The first step is not there yet.
is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? He
Nah, he's
does
still
not get it. He sadly does not get it. Maybe if he had Flavio, maybe
yeah.
in another time, but this is
No
a
firewall right
tie
now, so
from Team
this is
Heaven.
not a lead time. Yeah, it's a tie indeed.
I mean, very well played from them all. It was very risky to go, honestly, Feaster against this comp, but it still worked out. We still got a tie out of it. So very well played from both sides right here. Um, yeah, but Team Heaven still is ahead with points and rounds right now. So Team Rebel needs to step up a game, maybe get a 3-1 escape
A
to
three
bring it
wins, they
closer.
for the best, try and get the round win. Like the round win will be their main goal because it's impossible
Mhm.
already to get the same result as round one. Looking at this, but having a tie already, it's impossible. Like Kilber up to three escape plus the 4K. But just trying to like either getting a three escape right now, just to have a round win, or tying things around to try and revert everything from round one in round three. But it's gonna be harder because a lot of more hunters are gonna be golden, just banned too, and a lot of survivors are gonna be golden as well. It's gonna be a harder position for them to try and get that same results in round one. They got the team haven't got in round one and round three. So trying to get the three skip right now and trying to get the round win too, it might prefer the best. Yeah.
Yes. Now we are going into, yeah, we're back from the outbreak. I just saw the stream. But the stream did lag again, sadly. I do hear that the audio is still fine. Remember that these matches are being recorded, so you will see them later on YouTube. So no
Yep.
worries if you're looking for these matchups, you're still gonna be able to see them. They're all
Just
being
not.
recorded.
Yeah, just not on live. Unfortunately enough. I mean, watching everything live might be more exciting because you can comment, you can leave comments on the matchup or just like cheer for the teams like in real time. It's unfortunate we don't really have the resources right now, but don't worry. Next match, like future matchups, it will probably be recorded in live stream, like be live. Just one matchup doesn't really. I mean, we had offline matches too, so just having a recording of it, so it's better than having nothing. It's better than not having any recordings.
Yes, I mean, I see that the stream's being 1 frame per second. It's a very hard watch, especially with these crazy matches. You guys probably only hear us, but not the stream, so you're probably very
I'm
excited to see
actually
how
not
the
even
matchup
sure.
goes.
Yeah, is like the audio okay, or is like are we? I mean, my mic is okay right now. Like okay, it's back to normal right now. Actually, not sure why it was so bad earlier, and I was not testing it. I usually tested a little bit before I joined the the stream and whatsoever, but today I didn't have the time to. I just didn't have the time to because RL stuff. It does happen.
Yes.
hmm
Okay.
So moving on,
Um,
we're gonna have second hall from round two. It's gonna be Team Heaven's Hunter versus Rebel Survivors. I'm cheering them on to try and get this three escape because they really need it. They really do
they
need it.
do need it. They do need it, but it's gonna be a hard time since this is every sloping town on round two. Um,
Yes.
we'll have to
It's a
see.
pretty even map. It's like it's one that one map is pretty even for hunters and survivors. There's like not really a favored faction. So the survivors cannot really. It's not like hospital, for example, and the survivors are so favored. It's easier to get the escape. It's a map that's also favored for the hunter, and the hunter has so many characters available too. Only the Q is got used, and also the hunt is gonna be banned. It might be not the hunter they play, or it just might be a mate as one specific mate the hunter they play, but like they have different other mate the hunters in a roster. It's not enough. There's not ever enough bands. So going on ahead, we have a seer, a mechanic then. The mechanic is out of the way, not taking those bot body blocks nor the ciphers from the mechanic, and just banning the Goatman too from the rebel side. Very strong meta hunter, he's getting a nerf soon enough, and we're getting less resistance from the Goatman when he starts off the match. But right now he's a nerfed Goatman, like he doesn't have that certain nerf that he's getting added later. And also picking Priest is and Gatekeeper. Priest is just really good to, of course, we mentioned earlier on that she's great to cover up the distances and also just trying to drag the survivors to get a kiting area. And Greek Bridge is a very safe rescuer too. One of the best rescues in the game right now. In my opinion, is the best one, but other people say Force Up is better than him. In my opinion, like I think he's just the best one right now. And also, he is countered by very little hunters. He's good against every meta. Just having him as a rescuer is for the best. And also banning Magician as a rescuer, and they forcing him to pick Meteorologist instead. Very good to see this Meteorologist in here. Probably going to be the second tide, so rescuer, and also really good kiters. You can either try to use a wind or use a cloud to kite for longer. And also, maybe they're using that rain cloud as well to try and heal a survivor that got injured earlier on, maybe supporting or just trying to rescue before she did. And also banning Antiquarian for the last ban. Antiquarian is probably just banning the harasser right now, expecting him to pick a different harasser as the 4 slot. Let's see.
You have a prisoner?
Never mind, they don't want a harasser, they want a decoder instead. They want trying to. I mean, previous team had the harasser, they had Antiquarian, but they don't really have Antiquarian available. They have to go with something else. And instead of going with, for example, Archer, decide to go with the decoder instead.
I mean, we are probably just trying to cypher rush this game as they are probably trying to get as many escapes as they can to get a round win. I mean, they do need a human escape, as you said too. But let's see who the hunter's gonna be. I'm just gonna say Percy for the funsies, but I think a Ivy would suffice.
Looking at this team comp, I think either Ivy's like for the best because Greykeeper is very weak into her. She's like the weakest rescuer into her. You can just chase him is very chaseable by Ivy in specific, but it might be something else. I did say a dentist like he's sneaking in. Of course, you don't allow dentists in here. We don't allow
The
dentists.
dentist man, be careful, Team Heaven. We have a dentist man right here. Well, this
Oh
would have been an
yes.
immediate reset.
I saw the dentist sneaking in, and we're having Queen Bee. A very good pick, I agree. Queen Bee is just so strong right now, so and I want to see it. I want to see Queen Bee a lot in the summer. She's a hunter, like
Me
I
too,
believe
yeah.
the best hunter in the summer to see play because she was banned in our previous, like she was global banned in our previous tournaments. She was not allowed in Koa and such. She was already in the game. She was generally just not allowed. And having the summer tournament, she's now allowed in free to be played. I want to see all these
Hmm.
players, all these hunter players doing their best with her.
Yes, me too. She is set free from her cage, as you said. Um, she is gonna give the Celebrities a hard time, just if she gets her chips, she can like throw the Gravekeeper out of the shell, like, get a shell down, cancel the priestess from like with her portal if she just gets the chip on her before she, drops her portal and all of that. I mean, she's just a very variant, hunter. Her best counter are like what's it called, first officers, so the Gravekeeper is gonna have a bad time. I mean, it is still doable, it's not impossible, but of course, we are spawning next to the prisoner though, so obviously the
Mhm.
prisoner's gonna be first chase.
Yes.
Um,
Ready for
I
that. So
think.
looking at these builds, yeah, looking at these builds, we have BT Flywheel on the Meteorologist, we have Full Kite on the Prisoner, we have BT Tide on the Gravekeeper, and we have Tide Nitric on the
Mhm.
Priestess. Go ahead and
Yes,
finish your thoughts. I'm just talking about the builds. Go ahead.
we have another double tide and two non-bar time builds with the priestess and prisoner. I would say in this situation, prisoner just needs to look to his left to see if there is a basement in graveyard, and if so, then just make his way towards the meteorologist. Hopefully, she transitions in time and lets the prisoner do his thing. But if there is no basement, I would say graveyard is a good place to cut her.
I think we'll just try and look Graveyard a little bit before he takes the first hit. Well, as soon as he takes the first
Mm-hmm.
hit, you should out the window in Graveyard and leave running from that basement because basement Melly is one of the hardest Hyrandas to rescue from
Yeah,
right now. She has so many chips,
Hmm.
and he also has the beans to try and like teleport back to the basement. She does get a very early hit on the survivor that says tries to rescue upstairs. So it's just they have to try and get him away from that basement stair. Indeed,
Yes, she can also charge a lot of energy from the basement since it's just one way, so the survivors
indeed.
couldn't even trick the bees if they wanted to. But yeah, she's making her way towards the gravekeeper, a meteorologist actually,
Meteorologist. Yeah,
going
very
straight for the
interesting. For the
meteorologist.
I think this hunter does not like chasing graveyard. It might
Oh,
just
she
be
is
a hunter
chasing the
doesn't like.
priestess. We are making
Oh,
our way
very
towards the
cool.
priestess. We are going through the portal right here. The priestess only has she has tied windows, so we do not
It's
have bar time on her.
that's weird how actually
So
made the melee get closer to the priest instead of
we
having the gain distance from the melee. Very interesting, interesting.
we get a chip on her, and I
Ooh,
hit. The priestess is already one chip away, and the cybers are only 20%. Very
it's a very,
hard. You
very fast. Yeah, I don't think
yeah
she was
we
able, like, she was ready to kite because she didn't try to rotate nor anything, just decoding on the cipher right away. Not really expecting to take the kite because I think they were telling her in the voice chat that Metrolis was the one getting chased, and she goes down right now. Damn, that's a pretty fast down from this Melly. I would have to say she's
she
a really speedy hunter. It's a very very speedy
yeah. I mean
hunter. So don't
the
rotates,
melee
you get
does
out in better
have
position. Mhm.
yes, the Melly does have insolence, so she did use her bees to just go through the pallets instead of breaking it. I also just
Indeed.
noticed that she has Blink. Yeah, we do go through it again. She has Blink, no trump card, insult detention. So
She cannot get any
just
energy from this gatekeeper while he's in a shovel, so there's like no point on on trying to either hit him or just trying to get any energy. Just it's not gonna work. Greg was doing a great job.
we
He gets
get
there.
terror shocked. We get terror shocked. Trying to get the rescue before half. We got the chip and then the terror shock. That was very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Oh,
And
this
you're
is
stressed
looking very
out
hard for
talking
Team
for a
Rebel. The
minute.
meteorologist is going in, but yeah, the Gravekeeper did crawl away, so that's good. We are getting a chip on her. Oh, we got
Another one. This time was a
we got
shock. It's
another
two
terror
chicken
shock.
fear shock. It's so hard to rescue from this hunter. Is literally what I was mentioning. She's such a strong camper. Her camp is
She
amazing.
is. This is horrible. This is horrid. They only have one cipher done, and the other two are not being decoded as the people are
The prisoners
down.
to the rescue now.
This is
Oh
what I
my.
said. First officer is like her only counter, like not counter, but only good rescuer against her. Since she cannot see him. Oh, a good bloody, like a good queen bee is to be scared of. It is very, very much to be scared
Indeed.
of.
Even though Gikura's the rescue speed increased, he was so close and getting this rescue off. Oh my
We
god,
do
he
miss
got
the hit here.
the double rescue actually worked, but it's unfortunate that Miles goes down here and she doesn't have self heal any further, so the Mel can just
He
try
does not
to
have
slug.
self here anymore.
Never mind, she's not slugging the Metallic, she wants the prisoner to rescue.
I mean, he has to. If she does let him, like, let her on the ground, the prisoner's just gonna make his way back, and she knows where the prisoner is since the Gravekeeper is going towards the middle. Yes, we see the prisoner right here, but we are teleporting back, scared of the
Trying to
back
not letting the
door
gatekeeper do
rescue.
the back to rescue, yeah. The gatekeeper
Mm-hmm.
was still sticking around, and she does have tinnitus from him. She did have tinnitus from him for a little bit too. He was trying to either backdoor. He was not really coding. He was either trying to backdoor, and the prisoner just told him get on a cipher. Don't really try to backdoor this one.
Yes.
And also, they need a tie. To be mentioned, this
We
team
miss a
needs a tie
funnel
to
right
start off the
here.
round three. Need a tie to start this round three, so they're in a really bad position right now.
Yeah, and I do think the tie is
It's
impossible
not
to get.
doable.
It's not doable. It's just not. The meteorologist is already gone right here with the priestess. We have
They
a
have
one
two
chip
survivors
prisoner
away.
and a no like a half half gatekeeper, and we are still missing one whole cipher. I mean, the other like the second one also needs to be decoded, but
Oh,
yeah,
was it?
we do get the
Oh,
pulse done right
this
here.
Allison though, and gets a tip though. The bad part, he did get tipped. He got injured, but he did get the Allison to get farther away from this Melly. Although she's very very speedy, he's like catching him on this prisoner.
We
Very very speedy.
blink
He's
right
in the
here.
beam. The trade was still
Yes.
available, and it's over for the survivors. It's not to be. It's not win for the mission. It's over as soon as she tears as a prisoner and he gets sent back to Manor. It's a win for Team Heaven. Very good win from this Hunter from Team Heaven, and actually very dominant too. I mean, this Hunter has been forking them very often. I mean, it was 2 rounds him forking, and this Melly is just really strong and unstoppable too. All these tough
I mean,
rescues, it's really scary to watch and see.
it's
Like I could
very,
not
very much
rescue them.
scary. The Gravekeeper does have still 2 shovels, but is it gonna help since he's only 1 chip away? She doesn't have any energy left, but she can just get some right here. It's just a narrow spot right here. She might just get the chip. Oh, she's just gonna normal hit him right here. Yes, like you said, this is a 4-man kill from Team Heaven, which gives them 5 points.
And it's already over. That's Team Heaven's win. It's 2-0 already. Damn,
Well,
very impressive. This hunter is so dominant. I would say this Melody is just really good. I love the way that she stopped the rescues. It was so impressive. It was so scary to try and rescue from her. Like watching them get for example the Greeky brought Terror Shock with the stress, and also the Meteorologist got 2 chips, and when Terror Shock was impossible to rescue from this Melly. Really good camp, really good camping skills, and also really good down the priestess. She was not really ready to kite as we were seeing. She actually dropped the portal to get the Melly closer to her. It was a very
yes.
interesting interaction. Get closer to her, and she was not ready. She was just decoding on the cipher. Not expecting to
I
take a kite
mean,
because I
it
didn't tell
was
her like
just
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it was just very well played from
Yes.
Team Heaven's Hunter. Both teams did good, but the point difference was very huge today. It's very
Yes.
unfortunate, but I do see a comeback in the future. GG's to both teams.
I
Team
do
Heaven,
think that in
congratulations on
further
your win.
matches, like from Team mm-hmm. Like I do think in
Yep.
further matches from Team Rebel, since they had a very good set previously, like they had a
Hmm.
2-0 and different, it might go different. They have a different match to go through. So if this one like this one matchup didn't go so well for them, it might go better in the future. Like they have a third matchup to go
Of
through.
course.
Just yeah, they only lost one. So they have more. So it's not over here. They can do better next one. We already saw them doing so well in the previous one too. So just it's an offset. It's just an offset from these survivors and from these hunters. Not really. I mean, they probably weren't expecting to get 4K already like in round one for the Q was like a really unfortunate situation, getting the basement on the first officer and also getting him injured really early on, having to reset with him. Just not really good position they were in the round one. Like round two too, they had so many tear shocks going on, probably not expecting that. Tear shocks are not really a thing you see often. It's like it's a luck based thing sometimes because either for example the from the Gatekeeper, it was luck based because he did try to rescue as soon as a melee swung. Just a luck base, like it was not really reactable. Was not really able to react to
Yeah.
it. Like the pressure try and rescue before health. Now so she was swinging. She didn't like swing before that too. She not really swinging before. There's a lot of pressure going on, and the tear shock unfortunately came through. So I still thought
Yes.
they did well. They did their best with everything they had. Also, the priest is kiting on the spot. I usually cannot kite on the spot. If I get suddenly chased on the cipher, I usually die in 2 seconds. I cannot do anything. And she was still kiting. She was not expecting the kite, and she was still kiting, which is the most important
Yeah.
thing. Like she was still kiting, despite not really expecting it. She was still kiting, giving her best, which is to be commended of. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean, I applaud it, I applaud it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a lot of mistakes happened today. I mean, the first
Yeah,
match with the missed 5 from Team Rebel, and now the Terror Shots of Doom, I call them. I call them the
unfortunately.
Terror Shots of
Yeah.
Doom. Sometimes you have a bad day, but I do,
Yes.
like I said, see a comeback. Team Rebel is a good team, um,
Indeed.
but so is Team Heaven. So congratulations again on their win. I
Yes.
hope our commentary, my God, has been good
Definitely.
today. As we said, we were like last minute commentators, so we hope we gave you guys a lot of entertainment today, especially with how bad the stream was. Um, a quick reminder again: the streams, I mean, the matches are being recorded, so you will see them in on YouTube after. So no worries on
Yes.
that. But yes,
Do
thank you
not
for
worry
watching
about
today.
anything. Like if you want to watch the matches with great quality, you can just check on YouTube later. Don't worry about it. Also, I'm sorry for my mic earlier on. It did cut off for a little bit, and my turn off got cut off too, and I got kind of upset over it. I mean, who doesn't get upset? I was yapping, and
Who
suddenly
doesn't?
I realized, okay, I'm not getting heard, and I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear any feedback from anyone else in here, and they have to ping me saying, "Oh, your mic is not working," and I'm like, "Oh, it's not working." I was yapping though. I was actually talking about it, and I was trying to like, be very excited and trying to explain what happened in the matchup too. And just, I mean, it's just very unfortunate,
Yes.
a lot of unfortunate situations too. But really good matchup. Going to Team Heaven. I want to see more of you, and also I want to see more of that Melly in specific. I like the Melly a lot. That Melly game was really, really good.
Yes. We love Mill here. We love Mill here. But yeah, thank you
Yes.
guys so much for watching today. We are so happy to have commentated today, and we will see you tomorrow, or actually on the next matchup. There is
We
one
have a
another
second matchup.
today, so
Yep,
we have a
we have a
second matchup.
second.
So we'll see you then. But yeah,
Yes,
bye for
we'll see
now,
you
guys.
then. Bye bye. Thank you so much
Bye
for coming,
bye.
and thank you so much for playing. Bye bye.
Goodbye, guys.